I own the rights to this music. I own the rights to this message. Slavery never ended. It just evolved. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and you making our black community the cash crop. I was kidnapped by the state of Maryland and the state of Illinois. I was kidnapped because I was making a documentary about Baltimore, the money behind the machine. Go directly to Senator Ben Cardin's today and get all the information. Like Frederick Douglass say, the 4th of July and what it means to black America. It means that this slavery still exists. Senator Ben Cardin's been knowing about this since 2006. I gave him the paperwork in 2007. He told me to go contact Governor Blagojevich. Well, if Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Uncle Ben. This is Uncle Ben of Baltimore. That's Ryan Dorsey. You've been knowing me since he was a little boy. I use toilets as props. Toilets to get my message out. And today we're going to be at City Hall. We're going to be at City Hall. I'm a weaver. I'm an activist in Baltimore. And we weaving in Baltimore. You feel me? I'm a weaver. So this is part of weaving. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and we the cash crop. You killing us just like Billie Holiday's song, Fruit from the Forbidden Tree. You changed lynching with chokeholds and guns. You feel me? Black lives don't matter, black money do. Alright? Slavery didn't end, it just evolved. Alright? So I put it in a book. That's Minuteman Press. You go to Minuteman Press, that's my invoice. This book cost $115. Alright? You go to Westmore, this is Westmore's book. Yeah, Westmore and Shorty, the true story. Have a cup of coffee with Shorty. Have a cup of coffee with Shorty. Have a cup of Starbucks with Shorty. Starbucks and Shorty, we got a hell of a story. And I'm selling toilet mugs. Take a negative and turn it into a positive. That's the Maryland Black Caucus. That's Annapolis. That's my mother, Corrine Davis. I was kidnapped February the 7th, 2011. I was denied the right to attend my mother's funeral. All right? Never mess with a black man's wife, mother. All right? You see that? That's Corrine Davis. We're talking about voter suppression in the 2022 elections, the 2014 elections, and the 2006 election. Voter suppression by the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. Like I said, I'm an activist. Today I'm going to be at City Hall, 4 o'clock, City Hall. All right, art and activism, the art of protest. And afterwards we're going to do Tawanda Jones. Yeah, we're going to do Tawanda Jones. All right, Tyrone West, Anthony Anderson. We're going to talk about the murder and the death in Baltimore. Tyrone West should be on this t-shirt, but he's not. We more than hashtags and body bags. That's Tyrone West. If you wear the mask, you got to put in the work. If you wear the mask, you got to put in the work. I put in the work. That's Mayor Pugh and Shorty in my homeless program and my homelessness advocacy. That's Annie Chambers and Shorty. Like I said, I put in the work. I put in the work. That's Governor Westmore. All right? Governor Westmore. Letters design. All right? You reading this? We talking about Operation Greylord. We're going to take the court to court. I'm not Emmett Till. I never got a trial. I'm not Emmett Till. We're going to go to court. Governor O'Malley, Governor Hogan, yeah. We're going to take this to court. That's Karen York. She gave you the criminalization of poverty. Like I said, I'm with Tyrone West, Anthony Anderson, Free Keith Davis. I'm an activist in Baltimore. I'm the founding member of the Baltimore Block. Like I said, art and activism, the art of protest. That's PFK Boom and Diamond Tay, Teachers Union President, and my prodigy. That's my prodigy. Like I said, that's the Baltimore Sun. The Baltimore Sun, the Waukegan News Sun, WJZ knowingly lied to the public. I was making a documentary, Get Shorty. And Get Shorty's is about the war on drugs. Ask Bumby, he signed my card. That's the Baltimore Sun, Ozzie Newsome. That's Ed Mulatello, and that's the Baltimore Sun. That's the Baltimore Sun, and we talk about race and racism. That newspaper don't have no black reporters, gives no black voices. All you do is demonize black people. That's the Baltimore Sun, community in crisis, and our community is in crisis. You picking us off the streets like you pick cotton out the fields. That's the Shorty program, self-help organization for the redevelopment and re-education of the young. I gave you social skills, I gave you economics, I gave you political, I gave you medical, and I gave you environmental. I gave you the program. And the Baltimore Sun had this in 2008. It's about the murder and the death of our kids. We talking about the shooting over in Brooklyn homes. Well, you got killings all over America, and it's behind the war on drugs, and nobody want to say in the war on drugs. You don't want to reinvest the money that you're spending in the war on drugs because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and this is the results of your cash crop. The killing of black men in Baltimore, the killing of our kids, the killing of our people. Black lives don't matter, black money do. That's Brown Ullman. The Attorney General Brown got this. Delegate GOP Carter, Senator Carter got this. She got that when she was a delegate. That's the 2014 elections. We talking about voter suppression. You had me taken off the ballot. Zion Forum, Resident Support Anti-Violence Plan. I gave you an anti-violence plan. I gave you that program. You feel me? Dwayne Davis and Ellen Parker, father of the, yeah, that's my son that I had to bury. So I got a vested interest in this. I got skin in the game. That's the Baltimore Sun, and these are the public officials that know about it, because I was making a documentary about protecting black people's rights, being black in America. All right, that's President Obama, Lisa Madigan, the Department of Justice, the director of the FBI. You feel me? These are your elected officials that claim that the 4th of July stands for us, and it don't. That's me in 1981. Y'all gave me permission to sell drugs. Y'all gave me the guns and y'all gave me the drugs, and y'all let me have a hell of a run. I sold drugs from 1972 to 1991. I got an FBI file. I got a Department of Justice file. I got a Secret Service file. Yeah, I got files. And we're going to open them files to the public. That's Public Accommodations Act. The right to access the courts. Public accommodations. You feel me? And we're going to put that to use. It's Freedom Summer. And I'm going to make sure I get my freedom. And you go straight to Ivan Bates. He got this. Open for business. That's evidence. And Ivan Bates is holding it. So come to City Hall today at 4 o'clock, and all this going to be on public display. The right to access the court, the Supreme Court, a writ of certiorari, because it's a meritorious case. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, we're going to put it to the test. That's the Supreme Court, 2007. A documentary. Mr. Davis. Davis versus Illinois. And I got recorded phone calls. Call that number. You feel me? It's a meritorious case. That's 2009. 1402 Lochner. Motion hearing for public hearing. I never got that hearing. I never got that trial. Y'all locked me up and took that evidence. That's a legal notice. I was supposed to have a trial. I never got a trial. And that's the case number. You held me for 186 days illegally. I'm a jailhouse lawyer. I ain't a jailhouse snitch. Remember that. I'm a jailhouse lawyer. And I'm shorty. And you got this. Makes it legal. President Obama asked for an investigation in 2008. I'm the subject of the investigation. We believe in the inherent dignity and equality of every human being, regardless of the race, religion, creed, or sexual orientation. I'm a black man living in white America. That's Senator Ben Cardin's. You see that? Dwayne G. Davis, N62528. And Senator Ben Cardin's got this. Senator Ben Cardin's got this. That's all about Ben Cardin's. So we don't have no misunderstandings. It's making a documentary, and I'm getting ready to cook y'all up. That's the Baltimore Sun, ABC, NBC, and CBS. We're going to show you the role the media plays in misinformation. Yeah. And exploiting black tragedies and demonizing our black communities. Because the media is a tool that they use. Making a documentary ain't against the law. Documentaries about Izzy, Jones, Frank of the Maryland Black Caucus. You see who it is? That's Attorney General Anthony Brown. He got this, and silence is consent. It ain't just him. You got Mark Steiner, WEEA Radio, since 2009. All right? That's the Board of Elections. We talking about voter suppression. That's in 2022. Voter suppression. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's Judge Carrion. And if you go straight to Judge Carrion today and get my paperwork. That's 2009. 1402 Lochner. President Obama. 1402 Lochner. President Obama asked for an investigation. You've been blocking the investigation. Broshin, which is with the Judiciary Committee. President Obama, Barbara Mikulski, Senator Cardin. We're going to talk about your prison industry. The Democrats' cash cow. They need black votes and they need black bodies to promote their agenda. I'm going to follow the money. I'm out $260 million. This movie was worth $260 million. The contents of my vehicle. The vehicle was worth $5,000. You owe me $250 million, and we're going to follow the money. I own Shorties. I own all parts of me. Since 1998, the documentary documents Baltimore. You see that? I'm the chairman, the president, the treasurer, and the secretary. Nobody can sign my checks. Nobody can be Shorty but Shorty. And that's Shorty's Underground Railroad. Just like Harriet Tubman, just like Frederick Douglass. I'm a free black man. I own Shorties. I own Shorties. I'm not George Floyd. I'm Shorty. And if you go to Commissioner Harris, he got all this. CNN got all this. Commissioner Davis got all this. And Fern Shen lied to y'all. Go to Fern Shen and the Baltimore Brew and get the article they wrote about me. That toilet was about the school to prison pipeline. I put a toilet in front of the school board about the school to prison pipeline. And Fern Shen ain't opened her mouth. She participates in this. She legitimizes killing black people. Fern Shen is not our friend.